Money. We all want it. We fetishize it. On this platform, you'll find endless videos showing you how to make money online, how to start a business, and how to manifest more money. But I want to give you something more practical. Information that you can use right now to move more money out of your dreams and into your bank account. Because wealth isn't just about money. It has more to do with your mindset than most people would realize. It's not only about how much is earned, but how it's thought about and, most importantly, multiplied. I want to show you how I went from being $60,000 in debt to having a net worth the value of a home. And I still work a regular full-time job. I'm building a business right now, but the wealth I've built came from regular employment, along with simple strategies and my mindset, which means you can do this too. This video is about building wealth from the inside out, shifting from scarcity to abundance, from fear to confidence, and from surviving to thriving. And trust me, you are going to want to watch this video until the end. Watch it multiple times, listen to it on your way to work, because once you adopt what I'm saying, you'll have abundance rushing towards you. Before wealth shows up in your bank account, it starts in your mind, as wealth is not a number. It's a state of being. It's the ability to make decisions from a place of confidence, not fear. It's freedom to live life on your own terms, and that begins with how you think and perceive money. A money mindset is the set of beliefs and attitudes held about money, what it means, how it's earned, and what's possible. Most people inherit their money mindset from childhood. They grow up hearing things like, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, you have to work hard for every dollar, we can't afford that. These phrases sound harmless, but they plant deep beliefs. They teach that money is scarce, that only evil people are wealthy, and that financial success is reserved for a lucky few. It gets deeper than this, however. Every experience you have with money shapes your reality. Every single one. Every thought you've ever had, from worrying about your bills to the excitement of receiving unexpected discounts or bonuses. Every thought reinforces your beliefs and attitudes about money. As adults, those beliefs become invisible barriers. They shape how your money is earned, spent, and saved. They influence your career choices, risk tolerance, and even self-worth. To build wealth, those beliefs must be rewritten. Because wealth isn't built by necessarily working harder, it's built by thinking differently. The absolute largest reason you're experiencing a lack of abundance is the scarcity trap. The scarcity trap is a psychological pattern where your thoughts, decisions, and behaviors become dominated by a sense of lack. Your perception is that there is never enough, that you never have enough. When you're caught in the scarcity trap, your mind becomes hyper-focused on what you don't have, which can distort your priorities, limit your creativity, and make it harder to solve problems or see possibilities. The scarcity trap works in 4 ways. Number 1 is tunnel vision. Scarcity narrows your mental bandwidth. You become so preoccupied with the thing that you lack, like money or time, that you ignore other areas of your life. For example, going out to dinner with friends and being so stressed out about paying the bill that you're not present and enjoying the moment with your friends. Number 2 is short-term thinking. When you feel you don't have enough, you're more likely to make impulsive decisions that provide immediate relief but hurt you in the long run, like taking out high-interest loans or spending impulsively. This also results in an all-or-nothing mindset, where you might have thoughts like, I'm in so much debt, it doesn't even matter if I spend another $100, thus sabotaging yourself even further. And that's exactly what scarcity mindset is. It's sabotage. Third is the self-fulfilling cycle. The more you focus on scarcity, the more you create it. Your words determine and shape your reality. The more you use language like, I'm broke, I have nothing, the more you're creating it and the more you're bringing it into your reality. Reduced cognitive capacity. Studies show that scarcity actually reduces your mental capacity, making it harder to plan, remember, and control impulses. This can lead to mistakes and further setbacks. The scarcity trap is powerful, but not permanent. By becoming aware of it and taking small intentional actions, you can gradually shift your mindset and open up new possibilities for growth, fulfillment, and peace. Scarcity creates fear. Fear creates hesitation, and hesitation kills opportunity. When people operate from scarcity, they cling to what they have instead of creating more. They make decisions based on fear instead of vision. They play defense instead of playing offense. Scarcity thinking keeps people in survival mode, always reacting, never creating. Wealth can't grow in a scarcity mindset because scarcity focuses on limitation, while wealth thrives on possibility. The first step to building wealth is to shift from lack to abundance. To build wealth, limiting beliefs, thoughts, or language must be identified and challenged. Common beliefs or statements that block abundance include, I'm not good with money. It's hard to make money. It's impossible to get rich. Everything is expensive now. How am I supposed to get ahead? I'm broke. I don't have any money. Like I said earlier, when you say these statements, not only are you reaffirming your situation, but you are bringing more of this into your reality. The more you say things like this, the more you believe it, even though sometimes it's not even true. These statements lead you to self-sabotage. They set you up for failure. They lead you to overspending, undercharging clients, and avoiding accountability over your financial growth altogether. When you say, it's hard to make money, things are expensive, you're subconsciously telling the universe, I'm not in control over my reality. But you are. You control how hard it is to make money. You can't control inflation, the economy, or the cost of living. But you do have control over your finances and your ability to generate wealth. You need to take control. Control your perception, step back into your power, and take control. Take accountability over your financial situation and your life. You need to stop talking about money in a way that isn't directly serving you. Any negative statement, belief, or thought about money has to be challenged and reframed. I cannot stress this enough. How can you expect to be a millionaire and keep having the same thoughts and doing the same things as you were doing before? You can't make the same choices you made yesterday and expect different results. Your mindset around money has to change. You have to change. How many times have you heard someone say they're broke, but they're actually just spending frivolously? They tell you they don't have money to go to dinner with you, but you see them buying Starbucks daily, and they just traded in their Subaru for a Mercedes. You have to start asking, what is the story I'm telling myself about money? What is the story other people around you are telling themselves about money? The person who traded in their vehicle clearly has money. They're just not managing it properly. Or spending dinner with you just wasn't a financial priority for them. That's likely the case for that person, but they said, I'm broke. That person keeps spending their money, clearly living beyond their means because they believe they are broke. Their behavior is in alignment with their belief. They continue to reaffirm their belief and solidify it in their reality by literally getting rid of their own money. I'm gonna let that sink in for a moment. So belief influences your behavior. If my belief is that I have money, even if I have a little, if my belief is that I am abundant and I have everything I need, those thoughts aren't making me feel bad about myself. They're not putting me in a state of negativity and lack. These thoughts make me feel grateful and uplifted. And because I'm feeling happy and grateful, I don't feel the need to buy more things or spend to make myself feel better. I have everything, so I don't need to buy anything. Thinking these thoughts leads me to not make choices that are directly sabotaging my financial well-being. Do you see now why your thoughts have to change? Your conscious and unconscious thoughts about money are causing you to make decisions, positive or negative. Wouldn't you rather be making decisions on a consistent basis that benefit you and encourage the growth of your abundance? An abundant mindset doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means believing that more is always possible. It's the belief that money is a tool, not a master. That opportunities are created, not found. That wealth isn't for a privileged few. It's available for anyone who's willing to grow, learn, and take consistent action. Abundance thinking sounds like, there's always a way to earn more money. I can make money easily. I don't have to struggle, for money comes to me easily. Money flows through me. Money flows to me through value I create and give to others. I can learn the skills I need to grow. I am meant for abundance. I am deserving of my wealth. It is my destiny. If you want me to make an affirmation video, let me know in the comments. I'm so down. When the mind shifts to abundance, creativity expands. This single shift from limitation to possibility changes everything. Speaking of possibility, we have to realize that money and abundance can come to us in ways that isn't just money in our bank account. You could receive significant discounts, random gifts, unexpected wage increases or bonuses, investment opportunities, job offers, etc. If you're only seeing abundance as money coming into your bank account, you're limiting opportunities to come to you. You're limiting the possibilities of all the other ways money could come into your life. all the opportunities that could come into your life. Abundance thinking opens doors that scarcity thinking never sees. It allows people to take risks, invest, innovate, and to believe that growth is possible. Recently, I had to back out of a huge financial investment that my fiance and I had been working towards for about 4 years. Backing out was the right financial decision and ultimately will lead to more wealth in the future, but it made me feel like a complete failure. I pride myself on getting shit done, accomplishing what I say I'm going to accomplish. This was one of the few goals in the last decade that I've had that just didn't happen. I felt so bad about myself, I lost my belief in myself for a second. Even though we had backed out by choice, I let my thoughts take over and I said, screw this, I'm buying a sauna. Instead of realizing what a gift it was that we didn't get trapped in this huge investment, I felt bad, so I impulsively spent. I didn't have money set aside for a splurge like that. I put it on my credit card. I knew I could easily pay it off, but something inside me kind of shifted when I started to feel negative about the whole situation. I started to get stressed out about my business expenses. Okay, crap, not only am I gonna break even this month, but I think I might actually go into the red. Every grocery trip, outing, Amazon purchase stressed me out even more. I avoided looking at my banking app because I didn't want to see how much I was racking up on my credit card. But then I thought, hey, what happened to you believing that you would be able to easily pay it off? What happened to believing that money was always coming and available to me? One event led to a chain of events that caused my own beliefs to shift. I started having the same thoughts about money that I had in the past, thinking that it was scarce. Once I realized this, I switched back into game mode. Every grocery outing was surrounded by gratitude. I was genuinely grateful that I could afford the groceries I was bringing home. Every time a stressful thought about money came up, which was often, I reframed it and told myself that I don't need to worry. I know there's more money coming. I know I'll figure it out. Interestingly, just reframing these thoughts created a new chain of events. Once I felt better about the situation, I felt called to sit down and write a financial plan as to how I was actually going to pay off my credit card. Once I gained the courage to look at my bank accounts, I realized that my bills this month were actually lower than I was anticipating, meaning I literally had more money sitting in my bank account than I realized. The paycheck that followed was larger by a few $100s as well. I unintentionally ended up spending less money this month without even trying, so I was actually ahead of my financial plan. Notice the chain of events that happened after I reframed my thoughts. I didn't tell this story to bore you. I shared it to help you understand that situations can be turned around, that people make mistakes, and it's normal to slip back into old habits sometimes. It's on you to reflect on that, bring awareness to it, and change it. Money is energy. It flows where it's valued, respected, and managed with intention. When money is feared, it hides. When it's ignored, it disappears. But when it's appreciated and directed, it grows. Attracting money does not come without feeling. Your feelings of money matter. The way you feel about your bills, buying groceries, taxes, all of these feelings influence your perception and attitude towards money. Treat money like a relationship. If there's stress and worry injected into it, it won't yield anything positive. But if it's appreciated, understood, and given purpose, it will multiply. Wealthy people don't just earn money. They build a relationship with it. They track it, plan for it, and give it direction. Money loves clarity. When it knows where to go, it flows. And you want to know a secret? Gratitude is the key to all of this. Gratitude is one of the most powerful wealth building tools. When gratitude is practiced, focus shifts from what's missing to what's present. That shift opens the door for more. Gratitude doesn't mean settling. It means appreciating what exists right now while working for more. A grateful mindset attracts opportunities because it operates from a place of abundance, not desperation. Desperation is not a state you want to be operating from, genuinely. Nothing ever comes from desperation. Nothing I've ever wanted has ever come when I've been desperate. And that goes beyond money. So here's my personal playbook. Everything money related, I think positively, and I feel positive when I'm interacting with it. I pay my bills and I'm deeply grateful that I can afford them. If there's an unexpected increase in a bill for whatever reason, I'm mad about it for a second, but I move back into a space of feeling grateful that, again, I can afford it. I go to the grocery store and I'm deeply thankful that I have the ability to stock my fridge. I'm so happy to see a fridge full of food. I don't just think it, I feel it. I feel it so deeply. Gratitude turns scarcity into sufficiency. It reminds you that wealth is already present in so many forms. You don't have to fake this part. Perhaps there's a lot of things in your life you're not grateful for right now. Maybe your job sucks. Maybe you don't like your living situation. I hear you. I was there too, not even that long ago. I'm not telling you to be happy and grateful for those things. I'm just telling you to be grateful for the things you have right now that are bringing you comfort, joy, and peace. Appreciate the $5 in your pocket and be so deeply thankful that you have it. You'll find yourself with $10 or $20 before you even know it. The universe gives you more of what you already have. If you're feeling desperate, the universe will find you more reasons to feel desperate. If you're feeling grateful, you'll find more reasons to feel grateful soon too. And this will spill across all areas of your life, guaranteed. Getting into the feeling of gratitude when you've not always felt that way is very tricky. It was really hard for me to get into because I didn't believe I had anything to be grateful about for a really long time. You start small. Remember, we don't fake this. It doesn't work if it's fake. It has to be real and you have to feel it deeply. If it's hard for you to feel grateful about money right now, work on gratitude in other areas of your life so that you get into the habit of feeling grateful and it'll spill into other areas of your life, like your finances. Your boss buys you coffee. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for thinking about me. Thank you so much for getting this for me and going out of your way. Get into that thought train instead of, she just did it to buy me a favor. Coffee, seriously, for all the work I put in? If that's how you're receiving abundance, why would the universe give you more? You don't know how to appreciate anything. You're allowed to be humble. It doesn't mean that you don't have standards or that you don't value yourself. You're allowed to be moved by minuscule acts of kindness and monetary gifts. This humility is an excellent addition into getting into the vibration of gratitude and attracting wealth. Speaking of gratitude, I wrote a fabulous article on how to start your morning with gratitude. I'll link it below in the comments. While you're down there, it wouldn't hurt if you like the video and maybe subscribe. Thank you. Beyond desperation, there's one more feeling that we need to address to get you on the right track. And that feeling is fear. Let's rapid fire this section. People are afraid of money for a variety of deep-rooted reasons, many which are shaped by personal experiences, upbringing, and societal messages. This fear can manifest as anxiety about managing finances, reluctance to talk about money, or avoidance of financial decisions altogether. People are afraid of money for the following reasons: negative early experiences. Growing up in households where money was a source of stress, conflict, or scarcity can create lasting anxiety about finances. Lack of financial education. Many people never learn how to budget, save, or invest, so money feels mysterious and overwhelming. Fear of making mistakes. Worrying about the wrong financial decision can lead you to paralysis and avoidance. Shame and guilt. Past financial mistakes, debt, or comparing oneself to others can create feelings of shame and inadequacy. Cultural beliefs. Some cultures or families teach that talking about money is taboo, or that wanting money is inherently greedy or selfish. Or perhaps culturally, there's just far less importance placed on money compared to other places in the world. Fear of change. Managing money well can bring new responsibilities or change in lifestyle, which can be intimidating or terrifying. So how do we stop being afraid of money? Educate yourself. Start with the basics. Learn about budgeting, saving, and debt. Knowledge reduces fears and builds confidence. Second, face the numbers. Regularly review your income, expenses, and debts. Awareness is the first step to control. Start small. Set simple, achievable goals like saving a small amount each month or tracking your spending for a week. Talk about it. Open up to trusted friends, family, or a financial advisor. Sharing your concerns can help you reduce shame and help you find solutions. You're not alone in this. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge every step that you take, no matter how small. Progress builds momentum and confidence. And this is another way that we shift our perspective and mindset about money. Wealth isn't built overnight. It's built through patience, consistency, and time. The wealthy think in decades, not days. They understand that compounding money, knowledge, and effort is the most powerful force in growth. Wealth begins in the mind. It's built by shifting from scarcity to abundance, from fear to confidence, from reaction to intention. Short-term thinking leads to impulsive decisions. Long-term thinking builds stability. Ask, What can I do today that my future self will thank me for? That question builds wealth over time. Patience isn't passive, it's powerful. It's the quiet confidence that progress is happening even when it's not visible yet. You don't need to be born into wealth to create it. You just need to believe it's possible. Take consistent action and stay patient enough to let it grow. Start today. Think abundantly, act intentionally, build wealth from the inside out. Because the right mindset doesn't just change your finances, it changes your life.